Hey everybody, this is Steven,
And Ian.
and we're reviewing Draft Day.
Weird.
Not really.
Well, I'm saying it's a very bizarre thing, though, because I don't think most people even know what that is.
Yeah, it's a as you can guess, it's a movie about football. More specifically, the day when they draft the players from college or whatever, So, I'm not the biggest football fan. I know very little. Unlike Ian here, where he knows a lot more. So,
Almost
Ian,
everything.
You're gonna take
almost everything.
So you're gonna take most of control of this.
Oh, great.
Explain,
What the whole point of it is?
yeah, what the hell the movie's about, and can you give your opinion on the film?
Well, first with the fact that the majority was unrealistic, which is the whole point. It's a movie.
How is it unrealistic?
The trade that's not realistic at all.
The trading?
They never do that.
Or
they have. I've never seen them do
Oh,
it.
you mean when they trade the first round draft pick for
3 number ones the same year? Well, the 2 number.
they traded
three,
it for a seven number 7.
7 to 1. For 3 straight. Then you trade, what was it? 6 for.
And then the other guy wanted to trade 3 twos
and a
for
player.
a 6.
Yeah, 3 2s and a 6. Yeah.
Which actually makes more sense mathematically because
Right.
you're
And
3 twos
it
for a
works.
6.
Then the best part is the reverse screw you at the beginning of the movie,
Yeah.
which is all 3 and a punt returner. Okay.
Yeah. So you're
great.
saying that it's unrealistic, but in a way it does tell a decent
It is
idea how it goes
the
along.
realistic part is how tedious it is, clearly, but the unrealistic is the amount of crap that goes on. Yeah, okay. 3 number ones. What?
That doesn't seem
It
likely.
happened one time. They mentioned it. The Rams. That was the only realistic thing that happened.
That's the only time that
That's ever been bull crap about that. Yeah,
that was trading a number 1 for someone
for
else.
multiple ones. Yes.
Wow.
For a quarterback who.
But it does
They're
occur.
tossing the can, by the way. That's even worse. So good job. You ruined your picks.
But it does occur.
Yes,
It's
and-
very unlikely to
And
occur.
that worked out conveniently. Which, if you look at it now, whatever.
Now,
It's 2012. So
now,
it's like
what do you think
4
of the
years old.
portrayals? The people playing these various actors. The
Pretty
football.
good. You shouldn't use them.
Uh,
The coach is just hysterical. With the fire, lighting the thing on fire. That time, it's like, what do you, really?
what's his name?
Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary. Yeah, he
Who's,
played the
There was
coach.
actually a show that was on a while back on FX, actually.
What was it? Rescue Me.
Yeah, he was rescued, and he was also in some band show with Elizabeth Gillies. That I saw parts of. I liked that. I didn't stop watching after a while.
Sex, Drugs, and Rock.
Yes, that was very good.
I don't know how well that show did.
I liked it.
I don't know well did after that, but I liked it.
But you thought it was decent,
Yeah,
It was just kind of unrealistic in certain ways.
Yeah, that's obviously. I get it. Yeah, if you're pissed off, yeah, I don't think a real coach I don't think Bill Belichick or any other coach walks in and burns a book on a scouting report. I don't think he ever does that.
He was kind of pissed,
Right.
They explained, he was from
Compared to teams like the
Texas, and
Patriots,
he moved up to Cleveland.
Yeah, teams that don't draft people and trade down, that's realistic. But the rest of it's really? I get it's a movie. I get you have to take your liberties with it. They made it realistic enough that it worked.
So you think it was a decent football movie?
Yeah, it was realistic enough that, okay, yeah, so if obviously, if anyone in their right mind by mathematics, so that's not possible. All the number bull crap or whatever it is, but it worked, it works.
I mean, there aren't too many football films out there that I can think of.
That type of
Draft Day, it was good.
It is blasé in terms of what you think of. In football movies, you don't think of that. It's like, oh, Draft Day. No. Nobody thinks of that.
But you thought it was decent, for what it was?
Concussion is also very good.
Yeah, Concussion was decent.
That's a thing of...
Can you think of any other football movie?
Radio. High school radio. That's more racial.
Yeah, it's also...
That's more like this one. It's
about
got football
Rudy.
in it. Right.
Rudy's a classic.
I don't think I've seen that.
Yeah, neither of... Well, I think I saw parts of it.
I don't watch all football.
I've never seen it in full, though.
I don't think I've seen it.
But apparently it's a classic football film.
Sandlot's classic sports film.
But no, that's
I'm saying classic. I'm saying classic sports film. Yes, Sandlot.
How about The
everyone knows that.
Replacements? That's like a comedy and a football film.
Wait, was that the stupid one with the...
Keanu Reeves.
No, what was not that? What was it? The Comebacks. That was a spoof of it. Remember that?
Comeback?
With the guy who played Cooter from Dukes of Hazzard, the coach.
Oh, yeah,
And the
yeah,
bitch
yeah,
making
yeah.
racist jokes. That's great.
That was a satire on,
That's unlike...
That was a satire on
This
a
is
lot.
realistic. That's a spoof. But it's the
that
same
was a
type of
satire on a lot of,
bull. Yeah.
sports films, that
was great.
Another
Radio,
another
yeah.
decent one was The Express.
I've seen parts of that.
You've seen... It was decent.
Parts of
you
stuff
know,
on
it's-
TV. I don't remember.
a lot of
Comebacks are
sports
terrible.
films are kind of like somewhere
Hit or
like
miss.
they're okay.
Spoofs are the comebacks obviously a spoof, clearly.
Yeah, well, it's a satire or
I mean,
comedy,
come
but
on.
you know, like I'm talking
works.
legit. I'm talking legit, like sports
Concussion,
films.
like that's a legit.
Concussion. That's like a legit
that
drama
was
about
disturbing.
a sport.
That was disturbing. Actually.
that was actually eye
It
opening.
was very good. It was disturbing, but it was very good.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? Chromatic.
CTE,
CTE. You know.
or PTSD, some
No,
random
it's
thing.
CTE.
CTE, not
it's
PTSD, but same type of thing.
Something with
It's a
the
similar
brain.
type of thing, a brain effect injury, whatever the
It's-
center
it's a-
thing. Yeah,
Yeah, it has to do with like.
a woodpecker can hit harder than a human's head can. That's.
Oh yeah, like I liked how
All
they
these
did the
random like scientific facts have nothing to do with football in that movie.
Well,
or there.
well, I liked how it included the science, like in that film.
Yeah, I think we should probably change the title on draft day. Just
Well,
concussion / draft.
okay,
Day.
okay. So
Because-
instead of draft day,
First part
sports
draft day.
films.
Or, in this
Or
case,
football
based,
films.
Yes, concussion.
football films,
obvious.
because we talked about draft day, concussion,
Now we jumped into
replacements,
Yeah,
um,
the comebacks is a spoof
comebacks,
movie, which is great.
What was that other one? The Express.
Express, yeah.
Oh, another good one. What was it? Adam Sandler was in it. Burt
Oh,
Reynolds.
Longest Yard.
The Longest
That was how
Yard.
Star Wars 3 was out. Just random.
That was actually a good film. It was MTV. That was an MTV produced film. And it was like one of the better films they've ever done.
That's a lot about that.
That was a really decent.
That's like sci-fi putting a good movie in the theater, which is very rare for sci-fi to have any good movie.
Yeah, like
I'm
for
saying, it's like
no,
one-
for
it's one
Sci-Fi
of those-
Channel, yeah.
It's one of those like you don't ever think of it on
It's like-
TV. The what?
It's like what?
It's like MTV did this?
It's like when Sci-Fi did those really awesome shows. What was it? Stargate or
Yeah.
Battlestar?
Right.
Like
Supposed to be
it's
Sharknado,
one of
which
those
is-
like Sharknado.
That's supposed to always bullshit
Sharknado's
movies.
like a cult.
Well, I'm saying, but
okay?
it's like putting that in a theater and making it good.
It's like
you don't
cultastic.
you don't expect them to do that.
It's like cultastic. It's like it's so bad.
They made
It's good.
3. They made 3 of them.
I know.
2 is even worse.
It's like the guns to the head.
It's one of those.
I would not see it
If you
myself.
want to watch Get Drunk, that's when you watch it.
But back to
Anyway.
sports films. There are some decent sports films out there,
Radio's another
specifically football films. You know,
Or football
related
background-based
films.
movies like radio, football is the background of that.
Yeah, radio.
Football, basketball is in the middle of that
um,
too, but that's a
that's
racial
like-
thing too, though. That's,
yeah,
that
it's
was
also
that
has
was
a lot-
racial.
Yeah, has a lot of bigotry. The Express
Disturbing racial stuff, yeah.
is another one. Let's see here. The Replacements is more of a comedy, but it's like good. Then the Comebacks, it's far more. It's like a parody on sports films. Let's see here. Concussion, Draft Day.
Concussion is one of the most dramatic one I've seen.
Yeah, Concussion though. Was
I think
good.
everybody should see that. I think they like
Oh my
football,
God!
just for the
Seriously,
sake
like,
of
I
you want
thought
to drag a movie. Forget what it's about. Just watch the damn thing.
I think Will Smith deserved at least an award, like a Golden Globe or
I mean,
something.
his accent was a little bad, but
Well,
his
accent was intentional.
you
though.
got his point across. It made sense. As bizarre as the accent is, you can understand what he's saying.
Yeah.
Whereas if you use a voiceover like the realistic guy, you probably would not understand anything he's saying.
My guess is who directed that film, because
I have no idea.
whoever directed. Hold on.
That was a
The
that
power.
was a 30 some odd year. That was the 70s to the 21st century. That was a pretty good. That's a 50+ year gap of football we covered.
Yeah.
Because the Pittsburgh Steelers guy was in the 70s. That's
Let's see.
obviously again like drafted. They have to make names up, but essentially it's the same thing. Like, it's
Who
realistic.
directed Concussion?
Concussion was directed by Peter Landesman.
Peter Landsman, or
Yeah.
Landesman.
Like again, same thing with draft day. You had to take some liberties that they couldn't say like Jack Tatum or something. Whoever the hell. Whoever they
Yeah.
are.
Well, yeah, but
Like
even
realistic,
so,
like
like
Roethlisberger's realistic. Like, some realistic clips
it
are
was
in there,
really,
but it's very
eye-opening.
weird. Yeah, it's very weird. to
There
watch
was
some of
this
that.
interesting study that recently I read something that the doctor, the pathologist who discovered CTE, he theorized that maybe, just maybe, O.J. Simpson has it because it follows similar symptoms. You know, his odd behavior,
He didn't get in the
how
head,
he's
though.
what
He didn't get in the head.
did?
though.
Oh, I
No.
don't know. I don't know what O.J. Simpson played in
As
football.
far as I know, he did get in the head.
He didn't.
He went mentally insane, but that could contribute to
Whoa,
other things.
What position did he play?
Running back.
Don't you get hit in the head though? You have to like run through those people. That's gotta hurt for something. I mean,
well,
sure.
back then, maybe, but he was also.
I mean, like you're
he's-
running down the middle, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit as a running back, no matter what. You're gonna get piled on as a running back, unless you're
unless
extremely
good.
unless you're really,
Good.
really
Barry
good.
Sanders shifty move people.
Like,
he
if
was
you
like
can,
Barry
like-
Sanders. He barely got tackled by anybody.
Wait,
He-
O.J. Simpson
he-
barely got catch?
Yeah, he in the highlights you see he runs almost everybody.
Okay, but I just read something that
Again,
like,
they chop those down.
I
But
heard. I could be wrong, but that's
he
what
might have
I
had it. Who knows?
I heard.
The highlights you never see me.
Well, no, not had. Has it? It's like a
Well,
thing.
the guy that recently died from the Oakland had it.
Well,
he got brain
that's because
trauma.
he's dead.
But the quarterback and
That's
the
past
lineman,
tense.
lineman had it
O.J.
too.
Simpson is still alive.
Oh, that we know.
It's a current. It's like it affects you currently, and it still goes on.
right.
like,
But
as
the
you
move
can-
concussion kind of goes with the thing of like
As
the
like
real
as
guy
they
that
explained
killed
in the
two of them
movie
dead.
Concussion.
Fuck,
You know.
I didn't hear it.
What was
Or
what was the
Drug over there, some
what,
bullshit.
what was the football player that he first discovered it on?
Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker?
Yeah, the Pittsburgh Steelers linebacker. He did he died, but there's so far there's no way to find out if you have it until you
you're
die,
dead. So that's the interesting thing.
because it's a pathology based.
Right, but could he? I'm saying maybe he could have figured a way out of it. They just didn't show in the movie.
I don't
So-
think there is a way to figure
I mean,
it
if
out.
he did, they wouldn't have showed it because it took too long. Probably, if there was a way to do it, they
There
probably would
really
have shown it.
isn't a way. I mean, if you could think maybe it's erratic
I mean,
behavior.
eventually, like technology, maybe yeah.
If it's like if
At
it's
the
a
moment,
change,
no.
if it's a change in your behavior, then
They also anything that's a concussion can die from it too, not just football.
I mean, concussion can kill you. Like,
Yeah,
if you get hit
if
hard
one
enough.
concussion, your life's put into trouble.
But
Aaron Rodgers had
but
two
what if you
seasons
get
in
what if you
trouble.
get hit hard enough? You might develop it. Of course, the way they said it, it's repetitive head trauma. It's repetitive head
repeated
trauma.
hitting. Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's what causes
Even,
it.
I said one concussion can lead to this. He said
But at
not
the
just
same time,
repetitive,
the way-
obviously over time. Yeah, he said one can even die from one age 50.
The way he also said, like he gave the example how like a woodpecker, its brain is
It
like
could last longer than
I
human.
think what did he say is it's part of its
It's
tongue
like-
is
it's
wrapped around its brain.
It's
which
not. Our head's like an
adds-
egg. He said our head's an egg. And
Ours
bashing
is
up the
like-
breaks.
Yeah, like the yolk
Woodpeckers don't do
inside.
that. Woodpeckers are like a
A
biscuit.
woodpecker
or
has
more
like an
than that.
insulation protection.
It's like a brick. It's a
like,
brick bashing against a skull. It's a huge giant.
No, it's like a piece of it, like it's insulated, so
Right,
the
but-
brain doesn't like move around.
Right, but it's like a brick bashing. It can take many hits for it cracks. That's what he's saying.
Yeah.
He's saying it eventually might, but compared to a human, it just cracks like an egg or something else. And the other one was
Okay, so what would you rate the film Draft Day as?
8.
As an 8? And
I mean,
how
yeah,
about Concussion?
unrealistic stuff.
As like
10. I mean, my God.
You would consider it as a 10?
Yeah, one of those
Wow.
like ridiculous, like what the hell? Why?
This is
how
like
did-
re-
why,
yeah,
why was
I
this
would
out
consider it a 10.
Why was this out earlier? Type movie.
Exactly, because like that's
Like it was
yeah.
like the stuff had been known for what was it? From the '70s guys to now. It's like what was it, like 2000? What's it? 04? So
when did
10
he?
years?
Yeah. They said he discovered it
Roughly
like
10 years.
roughly 10 years ago or something.
Yeah,
like
which
that.
from guys who played in the '70s.
So
that's like
70s
40, 40,
to
40,
04, so that's almost
40,
40 years. That's
40,
almost
50.
40
yeah,
years.
now about going on 50. That's ridiculous.
In
4
the 70s,
decades you can find that. That's
the 70s, it would be closer to
I'm
the
saying
50s by
that's-
now.
I'm saying with 4 decades. That's enough time to. That's a pretty bad sign though.
Mm-hmm. And the cover-ups,
Yeah, that
well,
was
what they,
obviously
how,
they kinda
wait,
covered
wait,
that
wait.
up.
How did they say it in Concussion? That it was.
They knew it. They didn't want to say it.
They
until he
knew
proved
about
he
it,
proved
but they
twice, and, he proved
and
that
that they
guy.
brought in Goodell to fight like this off because
Yeah.
like people were like, oh, what about our football players? You're like covering this up, and they brought in Goodell to like be like a liaison,
right, which now
or something.
which might bring about the player safety. Yeah, really? They're still getting hit in the head. That's not really player safety. You might watch football today. For God's sake, everyone does it.
It makes me wonder though, like is
Old school football is never going to die. That's what they're proving. That's what this was going to They're like, hit in the head, fine. You did back then, we're doing it now. We don't care what you say. It's dumb, but it's if you watch all highlights, this is realistic. It's what they did. They didn't care either.
I have a,
They didn't know either. That's not their
I
fault.
do have a question though. There's another sport that is similar to football. It's rugby.
Hockey's probably hockey's probably the other one goes on.
Hockey, but,
concussion wise, hockey.
but like
Rugby, football, and hockey are probably the most obvious concussion.
but like I'm talking about like
rugby's worse.
Well, is it really worse?
You have no
Like,
helmets.
is it-
You have no helmets.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You
Is that,
can
like-
step on people.
Ah.
And you can all the scrums in football.
But I
That
hear
keeps going.
they're like in way better shape than like.
Oh yeah,
any
but still,
other
your
football
head
player.
isn't.
It's true,
I mean, breaking your arm maybe. Yeah, it might be harder doing rugby than football, but I mean, you got big pads, you're slamming into it 100 miles an hour. With football, you stop.
Yeah, I think a famous.
Hockey is for the speed. Hockey's probably the
It's
most
the
obvious
speed.
concussion one, automatic. Yeah,
Well, yeah,
they don't stop.
No.
They stop for 13 seconds. They go back on. It's dumb.
That's like they're going so fast. You know,
like
it's
if like you like in a minute of hockey, like
and then
six,
you,
like nine
and then,
people come
then
off.
there's the intentional. You can like beat people up.
Well, that's not intentional. They do it anyway.
I know. Well, they allow it.
They do, yeah. But they don't allow. They do it to a certain extent.
They don't allow it, but they allow.
They let you get until you're on the ground. They allow. Then they have to pull you off.
It's like,
Football, you do
oh,
it.
okay.
Football players like, oh, hockey works.
Well, I think it's because like football players, you know, they get paid more,
No,
whereas hockey
steroids,
players
come on.
they don't get paid as much.
Hockey players are probably on steroids too. It's probably more automatic. It's probably not as obvious though. I mean,
They're-
you gotta have steroids to play hockey. You gotta know brain cells to play football. That's obvious. You gotta know no brain cells to play anything sport like that. Baseball, the laziest
Tell
sport.
you the truth, if
one
you're
of the worst
playing a
sports.
contact sport,
your brain's
you're taking a risk.
Your brain's basically gone at that point.
You're taking a risk.
I'm
at your
playing
head.
football. Well, there goes your
Let's
brain
hear it.
cells.
Boxing, you're taking a risk.
You're basically you could die doing that.
You know, they say boxing's even worse than say football,
Football,
rugby.
hockey,
It's like
concussion,
it's
yeah.
the most damaging to your brain because you're
Yeah.
taking direct hits to your head.
Right. What you can do in hockey too. You can direct hits in football with
It's
that too.
true. So, but like any contact sport involving your
Except baseball.
head getting hit hard.
Oh, baseball can hit hard. Baseball can hit too.
Yeah, but how many times do you
That's-
get
that's-
hit hard in the head?
That's a team rival. It depends on what team. Depends on what rival team you play.
That's true.
It's rivalry wise. That's different though.
But
That's very rare.
It's rare. I'm talking
You're
like
more like a tear an ACL. Like run on a bit. Like ACL tears were more rare in football, but it's like baseball you can do too. But that doesn't make sense.
football, like American football, rugby,
Yeah.
boxing,
Soccer's even. Soccer goes a lot.
Um,
Soccer's there's also worse too.
hockey. Soccer can be pretty bad too. I mean,
Soccer's like
first of all,
rugby
you know
bad.
the heading.
Yeah.
Like they have to do the heading,
that doesn't
and
go
like
well.
and the soccer ball is flying
And
fast.
it's hard too when you head it too.
Yeah, like that soccer ball's flying
And you can
fast.
usually just get your legs sliced in half too. It's gross.
And on the off chance and off
That and hockey, the two
and-
lethal ones.
on the off chance of actually hitting someone, like that actually will hurt because you're not wearing any padding.
Some guy got his neck slashed open playing hockey. As a goalie, just standing there, guy went disturbing.
Okay. Cut it. No, stop.
Football, I mean, yeah, obviously, there's a clear pattern with these violent things. You can die playing any of them, but hockey, boxing,
But
soccer, and rugby are probably the most obvious you can get killed doing.
let's go back to the films.
Yeah.
These films, you know, they're decent.
Yeah, concussion is the most obvious one.
Concussion is probably the best because
That's
it's a
what-
dramatic film. It's not
Direct football.
It's not directly football. It's about the what football causes people to do.
At what cost do you want to do this?
Or
yeah.
at what cost? You know, there are great straight up sports films. What was The Miracle, which is that hockey film about
That was great, yeah.
about like
U.S. versus Russia in the
yeah
70s, 80s, yeah.
let's hear
Some of the decade was great.
there are good straight
Yeah.
up like sports films, but at the same time, just like there are just like
Goofy then. There's always,
there are
always,
good
there's
goofy
always
ones,
spoofs
but there's
and
also
everything.
just good dramatic films about sports, like Concussion, like Draft Day,
like Radio.
like Radio. You know.
You know, Ray's more. I think I say more racial than dramatic, but
Well, it's dramatic.
racially dramatic.
No. That would be considered a dramatic film. It just
Right,
has the
racial.
idea. It just has the
the
idea.
racial overtone. Of it.
Yeah. Well, it's intended because it took place in the 1950s or the 60s or something like that.
70s, 80s.
I thought it took place in the 60s.
60s, 70s.
Well, there you go. The Civil
music
Rights
was-
Act.
the music
Civil
was right
Rights
around the
movement,
70s, yeah.
movement was in the 60s.
Some music
so.
is edited out because
Copyright reasons it's made whatever.
But yeah, like sports films in general are decent.
some can be crap. Just like anything can be crap, basically.
any movie can be crap.
Yeah.
But we're dragging on.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoy this. We'll see you guys next time.
Yep.